Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Emma and I'm the artist behind Unsteady Art. So I have got a lot of things to do, but I am going to have to explain it first. So as you know, I've kind of put the launch back until November so I can get the entire Pause collection. Now that includes something that I haven't done for my collection yet, but I have done for absolutely loads, and I mean loads of other people. So one of the bits is beanies. So I've got very nice neutral colours. Let me just tuck that back in. So I've got a sand, bit of a grey. Now all these fold up like this, so the design is actually going to be on that side. So exactly the same as how I've been showing you for the last few days. So I've got like a little bit of a browny grey, slouchy that I'm going to actually do something for my husband, but he doesn't know yet. Biscuit, and then the black that I do so many of already. I did try and avoid whites because if anybody's like me, white gets dirty very fast. So hence the sort of just shy of neutral colours. Now these I can also do for kids as well, but that is going to, well, to be honest, majority of the time they're fitting the hats that we do. And even buying hats, it is for the really little kids. So I'm not quite there yet. I have also ordered a mannequin hat that's canvas so I can stick around everywhere. And that's just to sort of display these for the videos for Etsy. I have also got some more of the AWDS t-shirts. So these are ones that are meant for kids. So I'm going to try, and I won't say reduce them down because to be honest, they are quite big for kids tops. But there is some sizes where I can't use my bigger shirt. So there's some designs that I won't be able to do quite yet, but I certainly can do the smaller ones, which will still look quite big on kids. So I've got more of a French navy, a nice blue, and a nice red as well. With the kids, they don't really have that many colours, but to be honest, none of them do. So I'd rather have the nice big and bold than nothing at all. So why did I say I got a load of stuff to do? So if I bring this down, I've got an extremely long list. So these are all the items that I'm missing from what I've got at the moment for photos, for everything else. And I need to restock for the shelf as well because that did go quite low, but it was August holiday, so I did expect that as well. So a lot of normal bookmarks, magnetic bookmarks. I have got some embroidered bookmarks to do. Patches going down all the way down the list pretty much. Made button badges and quite a lot of the stickers because they're actually going to start appearing more often. So I'm going to be doing some embroidery, and then I'm going to also be printing stuff off to try and reduce that list as much as possible. Once I've got all the information, I can then just go through the website and hopefully get that done. Fingers crossed. So let's get on with it. So as always, I've got to prep for these. So I have got quite a lot of my BFilm already done, cut out. So I always double up on the BFilm, which is something I get from Madeira. So it is a very, very sturdy plastic that goes inside. It just allows the patch to just be sewn directly. Because what I used to have to do is do it as more of an applique, and then every time I did it on the twill, stitched it out, cut it around, put then it onto some tough plastic to do the satin stitch, and then clean it all up. Where this, I can just do it all on one thing, and it does give quite a lot of good look to it. Right, let's get them on. Hi everybody and welcome back. So it's been a few days. Lots of things have been happening in the background. A lot being work, being honest with you, so I can't really do much about it. So I've basically got today to finish this one off to start another. I've got quite a few days off next week. Got a few commissions coming through, so you might see that. But let's face it, I'm still onto this. I need to get on with this. So that for another day. So when it comes to what I've done, the last time. So I did the embroidered patches, which you saw me do. What you didn't see me do, maybe a photo, was to actually, I was doing all the paperwork because I got a lot of stuff to tick off. So magnetic bookmarks are generally all done. When it comes to the normal bookmarks, there is still a few that I want to retry. Don't know why. Show you one that's really distinctive. There we go. They've got this really weird line that goes down the centre. Not too bad for the magnetic bookmarks because it's where you fold. But for the normal bookmarks, it shouldn't be there, and I don't know why. So I'm going to print out a couple more pages just to redo that, just to see if I can get rid of that line. Another thing that I've come across, I managed to do loads, in fact all of the stickers that I managed to do, barring one thing. I was starting to run out of sticker sheets. Got a few left, went to go order more, and the ones that I usually have, which is TV ROM, which is here. Now these I really like. They are very much white. They are very much, feels very, very nice. They don't have that sort of stickiness to them. The back is a bit more paper, but I didn't mind that because at least they're easy peeled. Occasionally you get the paper there, but that just depends on the one that you get. But trying to order them, I could get 40 sheets with Amazon, which come into these boxes, into these. The issue that I get though is they are going up and up, and when you consider other ones are doing a lot more, and even if I went to them themselves, they actually do a pack of 100 at £26 something. But to get it shipped over there, because it is American, it's either I spend another £12, and that is where shipping is free, but I'm not sure on the tariffs to whether or not I'd pay tax or anything else this time round. Or I end up paying £10 for the delivery, which then ends up shooting the prices up. I thought of ordering 2 packs of 100. Couldn't do that because it maximised one, and I couldn't even get the matte one because they were completely out of stock. So I've had to once again look to another. Now it went disastrously last time, but I wasn't really knew what I was looking for, which ended up with 100 pack of sticker paper, because the vinyl had dropped out by the time I'd gone through all the searches and I didn't pick up on it. So it was really not great for stickers, not what I sell, but great for my packaging stickers, so the ones that I have at the top of the bookmarks and all of the bits. So A-sub is in the sublimation part of my business. This comes up a lot, and I mean a lot. So I thought it was £1 cheaper than what it was to get the 100, minus off that it's already over here. If it is an American firm, I'm not 100% sure. So to get it over to Britain, there was nothing else. It's Amazon. I do have Amazon Prime, so I didn't even have to pay delivery cost. So for me, it is worth trying. So I am going to print off one lot of sticker sheets. I am going to put it side by side with some of the other stickers that I've already done, and then just see the quality difference on them. So we'll have a look how it looks at the moment, and then we'll go from there. So this one I definitely made sure that it's definitely vinyl, and it is a glossy as well. So let's have a look at what it looks like. Right, so let's have a look at the colour first. So it's very, very similar in colour. Very similar. It's always got like a touch less white, but that's because of the vinyl and how it works. I'm just printing out the 2 pages of bookmarks that I need to do, and I have actually just printed out this as well. So alongside it, try and come a bit closer to you. So the 2 cards look identical. The paper is brilliant, no issues with that. Still a little bit put out with the fact that it's got that in the back, especially the fact that I've done it upside down. I don't think that'll make an issue because it's just going to get cut up. So let's see how it cuts, and we'll go from there. Oh my, okay, so it's done the same. It's almost like something's scratching it. So I'm going to stop the printer. I'm going to have a play around, just see what's happening with it, because that is unusual. Because it's even, if you look, actually, it's got like bits that's pulling up. So there's residue. So let me see what I can do, and let's get on with it. Hello again, everyone. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a quick catch up. So one of my cats are done. Don't worry about the fuzzy bits at the top, they get cut off and singed with a lighter, so it does stay. Stickers. Now I've done it twice now. This is my third that's going to go on. The first ones got very, so this is one of the worst ones. Where the whiskers are, I usually do have an issue with them, but it kept catching. So I thought, all right, maybe it's the blade, because that regularly happens when the blade needs doing. That's another one as well where his ear got a bit cut. Bits like that are harder, but they're not impossible. Now, it might be a thing of just the vinyl itself. Like everything, it seems the same thickness, but whether or not it is or not, I have no idea. You're talking mil of mil. So it's not that easy to tell that either. So I've been playing around with the settings just to get it a little bit better. So the blade come off. I'm still getting some cutting issues, but it's cleaner than what it was. So now I'm going to show you how I change what I do. So I'm going to do this, but I'm going to record it, so just bear with us on that one. Right, so when it comes to this, when I go to make, it picks it up, continue. You take the old one off. I've already printed, so I don't need that bit. Let's redo that. Sometimes when I'm printing from both sides and keep moving between them, I do have to restart the search for the machine. So already printed. So when it comes to the stickers, I use the printer sticker sheet grey. Now I do change this. So browse all, and then I go to material settings, which is at the bottom, and then I find what I use. So printer sticker paper. I'm assuming it's that one. No? Pencil? Right, so printable sticker paper grey. Liner. So I've been doing it where it's 344 and it's completely off, and it's done with a 5-point blade. Now that I want to keep. So because it's right up here, I'm going to reduce it down. So let's go 320. So I've dropped it down by 44. That means that the pressure that's on is less. So I'm going to save that and then done. And then I can click it as normal. This time round, I am not going to put more on. I usually do, but I'm purposely not, just to see if it's going to make any difference. Right, so before I take it fully off, all I'm doing is grabbing the corner and lifting up. So it has cut through, so we're fine with that. So let's get it out. Right, so when it comes to the actual ones, as usual, the big dog, I don't know why, he doesn't have any sharp edges, so it cuts really nicely. When it comes to the cats with the whiskers, that is where it struggles the most. But I'm not going to lie, that is also what the other one used to do as well. To the point that this one I showed you earlier had the bigger whiskers to help avoid that. So what I might have to do is do something similar just to avoid it from catching it. They work perfectly fine when I've added laminate. It's just when I'm cutting them out. That's when everything seems to go a bit funny. Without any form of product. It's like some of these are that close I can't even kind of snip a bit out. That one's fine. That one gone against the ear. Same with the body there. That's out. That's out. That's out. This one I could probably cut out because the only bit that's an issue is where that is there, and that isn't that close to the actual whisker, so I might be able to sort of cut around that. Sometimes I have done that before. This one, bit close again. So out of all that, let's shove it out of another one. I've got two that's perfectly fine. One that I can cope with, and the rest is B grade. So I think I am going to have to think long and hard of kind of simplifying it down so it's easier for it to cut, because the vinyl does seem to tear. It's not like paper and card that has that bit of a resistance. It sticks to it and then it disappears. But on that note, I think I'll leave it for this week because I do have to edit the video. I'm going to try and do 2 videos next week because I've got a holiday coming up, so it just gives me a bit of a leeway. But there is plans for my holiday as well, so stay tuned for that one. So I will see you next week. Hope you did like this. If you could like, subscribe, comment. Love to hear what your comments about. So I'll see you next week. Bye.